Well, hello there. I was listening to or I wasn't listening, but I heard a ad on TV, and I started paying attention to it. It was the ACLU, American Civil Liberties Union, putting out their $19 a month request for funding to protect the rights of all citizens in the United States. Well, I listened to it for a few minutes, or it wasn't a few minutes, but for however long it took, and it disturbed me because there were a variety of untruths in that ad. You see, they talk about rights. Well, in this country, we have our unalienable rights. Everybody can believe, everybody can do, everybody can think how they want to, as long as they don't take somebody else's rights away. Now, this whole socialist idea has really messed things up because they're always legislating legal theft from people who have to give it to people who don't have. And that's not right. There are only a few things that we're necessarily have. One is food. And there's a lot of people that are hungry, and it's not right. Another is a place to get into out of the storms and wind and fury of the rain and snow. There's a lot of people don't have that. And see, but that's about all. Health care, no, everybody isn't guaranteed health care. Not everybody wants health care. Heck, look at this COVID idea that went around here. Everybody, you got to get all these 13, 14 different inoculations to protect you from COVID and to protect other people from you spreading COVID. Well, that's all malarkey too. You see, after the fact, it was all about the lockdown and about being able to make people do what the government wanted them to do. Now, that's not the United States of America. That may be Russia. That may be China. That may be Saudi Arabia. That may be Germany. I don't know. It's getting to be, that may be Australia. That may be Great Britain over there, the grand old United Kingdom. There's a lot of things going on. See, now, that American Civil Liberties Union, they're talking a lot of stuff that's just not right. Voting. There are no laws against voting. Now, if people have trouble getting to the polls, it would be easy for each state to, instead of having one day in November for a general election, of having, let's say 3 days. A Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay? Any of those 3 days you can go in and you can vote. Having picture ID to go vote. Gee, that's not a problem. How many people have got different IDs, state IDs and that? You can go down. The state could just have, well, you go down, you register to vote. We take your picture. We put it on a card. We make the card one of them official ones, kind of like a driver's license or for whatever else. You go home. We'll mail it to you. If you don't have an address, because you're a homeless person, but you're a legal citizen of the state, let's set up a place where you can have a mailbox. Let's give that your address. No big problem there. Let's see now. There is a big problem with everybody in the United States having to obey the same laws in that. Because this is not one nation under God, as it's been put in that declaration, or that Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. No, that flag has 50 stars because it is a union of 50 nations under whatever the citizens of each independent sovereign state wants. Okay? If California, Massachusetts, and 10 other states or 20 other states wish to have abortion, that is absolutely their right. Now, if 24 states want to have a state religion, that's absolutely their right. Before the Civil War, when all this malarkey went to heck in a handbasket, there were as many as 13 states that had a state religion. That thing that Thomas Jefferson told them people up there, and what was that? Whatever, them Danbury religion people. He was the president of the United States. He couldn't interfere with the internal state problems that them people were writing him about. That was that separation of state and religion and church. Okay? Now, churches can't take away your property or anything because you offend them or you get excommunicated or whatever. Because if you're living in church property, it's not yours, and you get excommunicated, that's your problem. No, if a church wants something, they have to take people to court, just like everybody else. Now, you ought to go check some of this stuff out, because a lot of these things that people are feeding us are just a bunch of male bovine feces. See, I might not be one of them highfalutin, Harvard-educated people. I might just be some feller that fell off the turnip truck. But I know quite a lot of things. And I was taught to critically think for myself when I was a child, like parents are supposed to teach their children to critically think. There's a song out that show, South Pacific, that old Rodgers and Hammerstein wrote. You've got to be taught before it's too late to hate all the people your relatives hate. You've got to be carefully taught before you are 6 or 7 or 8. you have to be carefully taught. That's in that movie. Now, I got no sympathy for people that don't teach their kids. And these young people that don't have the, I don't know, curiosity at least, to learn things. Go pick up a book or turn on a computer. Pick up a tablet. Punch in. Oh, that'd be interesting to know. No, there's something wrong with the whole system now. And it's because of them people up there with them marionette strings that are causing all the politicians, even the lawyers, and all them businessmen to dance to a certain worldwide corruption. Well, that's all for now. You guys have a good day, week, month. May God bless you. And I'll talk to you again.